Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today's video, we are going to be doing a top 5 of 2024 video. So me and our special guest that you are about to meet, we're going to be throwing our top 5 favorite balls from the brands of Brunswick from this 2024 season. And we're going to go hit the lanes and show you number 5 first. Let's go check it out. All right guys, we hit the lanes. Let's bring in Dino Castillo.
Hi AJ.
Ebonite Tour rep, so he's our national ball rep. So we are going to shoot this video today. So you obviously bowl in the 50 Tour, so you bowled quite a bit this year after the regular season wrapped up, you know, so ball repping into bowling. Did you watch some of the balls get on the lane during the regular season and then take them into the 50 season, or?
Quite a bit. I watched, man, a million balls go down the lane, and it was really hard to pick 5 balls. And actually one of the balls came after the fact.
Oh, that's true.
So,
mine.
But I think this Effector is probably in my top 5. So we're gonna put it 5th right now because it just recently released.
Out, yeah.
So
yep. Last week.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's throw a couple shots with it. We're gonna throw 3 shots with each ball. Talk about it a little bit. We'll let Dino go first since he's the guest today. But let's see these shots and check out the Effector.
So not really that warmed up, but we'll see how this goes. Yeah, the thing about this ball I like so much is it really resembles the Obsession Tour. The Envy Tour for me got a little too long. But I think that he kind of got behind the head pin on the Envy Tour. That's why I seem to like this one quite a bit more, because it resembled more the Obsession Tour. I got that one right too. Man, you can tell, guys, I'm out of shape, out of bowling shape. I'm gonna get this one in a little bit.
Not out of bowling shape. That was great.
Got that one right. Ah.
Oh no. Oh no.
Okay.
Every single time, in case anybody was wondering, every time Dino falls off it or stomps, it's gonna strike.
Whatever.
Just letting you know, that's the first one of the video.
More bowling. All right. That's my 3 shots. Let's see what you got.
Okay. All right. So my number 5 is also the Effector. Super special ball so far. Obviously, if it's making this list, and it basically just got released last week. It's been really, really cool so far. Does the right thing on the house shot and sport shots.
Here's a pattern.
All right. All right, there it is. It's just, I mean, you can see it's such a predictable motion, obviously, even for Dino, who throws it so much firmer than I do, and he lost it out there. Like, it still picks up and rounds off that spot. It's just so smooth, so predictable. All right. Trusted it. Yep, there it is. That was the best one for sure of the 3. Yeah, so there you have it. Number 5 for both of us, Effector. Probably further up the list if we have more time to throw it. So if we had next year or come out, it would be probably 1 or 2, but still making the list. So let's see what Dino's number 4 is.
All right, up next, my number 4 ball of the year is the Ebonite One Reverb. This ball has the new HKC, which is HK Cohesion. So we are going to put that with one of the greatest cores ever. Let's see where we go with this. Whew. Okay, that wasn't bad. That wasn't bad for a first shot to show. The thing about this is when the one came out in 05, it was something way different, that one core, and it just seemingly got better. And then you put HK22 with cohesion on it. Oh my God, phenomenal. Probably a little too strong for many people, but like me, it's probably too strong for me. But the thing about it is, the motion on the back end is big snap. So let me get one more in here, see what I can do. But AJ doesn't realize he can't beat me with this ball. I don't know if that's his next ball, but let's see. We're gonna cheat a little bit left here. Ah, that was a good one. You see, that's stupid. He can't beat me with this ball. All right, there you go. Number 4.
Okay, we just saw Dino's number 4. He threw the One Reverb. Looks really nasty. Obviously, we've seen a ton of back end. That one is definitely special. So let's bring up my number 4. We had a brand new ball come out this year after the new urethane rules were established. So I got to throw this one quite a bit this season. Even threw 300 game with it on the national tour. So it'd be hard not to put it in this list. I know we are just bowling on the house shot, but we will try to throw a couple strikes here. Maybe it should be number 1. All right, that first one looked pretty good. Let's see if we can't do it again. Ooh, little miss in there, kind of in the oil a little bit. Definitely saw it not pick up quite as quick, but this one's been really cool, obviously, because you have to have a urethane ball, so we bowl in these tougher patterns that are flat and have so much back end. The urethane ball just helps control it, and this Black Hammer was amazing this year, so definitely had to be on the list. Oh! All right, well, I made sure not to get it into the oil that time. Got it to the dry a little faster, and you could see it sparked off it way harder. Not the perfect house shot ball, but Black Hammer Pearl Urethane, definitely one of the top 5 balls of 2024.
All right, so we're up to number 3. Number 3 is my Stealth Hybrid. This is my trusty borderline benchmark ball. It's a skid flip type symmetric ball, and we'll see where this goes. So I would probably have to cheat this one a little bit left, but the thing about this is I can get around this one and like give it the whip. That's the thing about that is to me it's so user friendly. Now that's just me, but my loft, my speed, I just love the way this ball rolls. Why are you saying this is number 3? I'll tell you. Just gonna cheat this one left here. Okay. Oh God, that one's gonna fall off. All right, I tried to miss Lynn a little bit. Tried to miss in a little bit, and it still came roaring back. So you ask, if this ball is that good, why is this ball number 3? Well, be looking out as to why I explain that this is number 3. So here we go, one more shot. Let's get a little up a little bit. Oh, that was in. Now, how's this not in your bag? I'll never know. All right, Stealth Hybrid.
All right, we just saw Dino throw the Stealth Hybrid for his number 3, and looked like a decent shot, then missed a little right and it came back, and then he threw in really good and they all did the right thing. So like he said, I don't know why you wouldn't have one of those balls in your bag. So that's his number 3. So let's bring up my number 3 next, and I'm probably gonna say it's the biggest underdog of the year. Some people really like it, and I've seen some guys throw it, but around me, I don't quite see as many people throw it as I'd expect. But the Brunswick Vaporize has been amazing. Like dark horse of the year. If somehow this slipped under the radar, I don't know how. People haven't been paying attention or something. Maybe I'll just throw one shot with that one. Sometimes like symmetric balls and asymmetric balls don't correlate. You know, those core numbers you might like in one, you might not like in the other. Realize in this one that it's basically the same as a game breaker or a web. It's like that 248048. It's just asymmetric. So it's got that 17 points of intermediate diff in it, but besides that, that's why it rolls so good. It's just that really solid core number range, the 248048. That's a little right. Oh no! It's gonna hurt my strike tracker. Oh. Well, I got that one to the friction just a little bit too quick. You can see it jump off and leave the stone 9. It's supposed to. It's a fast response ball, but really, really good. All right, gonna move a couple lefts here off that stone 9. I know it wasn't a great shot, but I still feel like I can go move
he
2.
He wants to make this one so good he can't stand it. See how good he can throw it when he needs it.
Maybe. Oh,
God.
Come on.
So lucky.
Is that lucky or good? Skill? Good ball reaction?
Lucky.
Good shot? All right, that is the Vaporize. Obviously a couple off hits there, you know. Tripping the 410 was nice after leaving the stone 9, so a little bit of a break, but you can see how much that ball hooks down lane. It's pretty wicked, so if you want something that slides to the front and turns the corner hard, that's the one.
All right, so you ask what could be ahead of my Stealth Hybrid? Well, my number 2 ball is the Hammer Effect. It's the first gen of HKC, HK Cohesion, and this ball has got me out quite a bit out on the senior tour. Let me rephrase that, the PBA 50 tour. It's different. Anyway, I had fell down in the depths of US Open. This bailed me all the way up to 6th, just missing the show by 20. Don't remind me of that one. And then TOC got to where I got to 8, was dead in the water. Players, all the majors, this ball was my go-to. So that's how it makes number 2. So let's see what we got. Big, strong cover stock, big core. HKC.
I mean, is that a major caliber strike?
That is major caliber. Yeah. It's such a big ball, and you wouldn't think that would be my go-to type ball, but it rolls unbelievable for me. So, cheat this one a little bit here. Ooh, I bounced that one.
Yeah.
See, it's just that pretty. You know, the thing about it is if you see the motion of the ball, it's not that big snap that you look for. And I think because of that core slows it down, or that HKC, and that's why I love it so much. So one more shot. Ooh, this is a bad rack. Let's see if we can make an adjustment on this bad rack here. So I'm gonna move one right. It's kind of not saying get up the lane, but get up the middle. That's how you make an adjustment for a bad rack.
Yeah.
Hammer Effect. Remember that name.
Wow. Now he's making me regret not putting mine in my top 5. All right, so we are up to number 2. We just saw Dino's. He threw the Hammer Effect. Probably my honorable mention, probably number 6 if I had to keep it. Really, really cool one. I use it a lot at the Masters. But what I'm bringing up next is the ball that's pretty much replaced the Effect for me because it has a very similar cover stock. It's the new One Reverb. This ball has been absolutely unbelievable for me recently. If you've been following on social media, you've seen that I've been throwing this one a ton. bunch of 300 games, bunch of strikes. It's just doing the thing on all the patterns, on the house shot, on the sport shots. It just doesn't matter. It seems to be so unbelievably good. So I'm gonna try and hopefully make it look just as good as Dino's effect. It's insane. Like I can't stop throwing it. Like every time I want to put it down, it strikes again, and I got to keep throwing. But it makes sense why for me it kind of replaced the effect. And it's not that I don't know if it's better or not. It matches up better for me, I think. But it's a very similar cover. You know, it's got the HK22 cohesion in it, so that's why you see similar reactions out of it. Well, it was ugly, but struck. There it is, much better. I was probably just throwing it too slow. There's a lot of friction right here in the middle of this lane, so probably not the best time to throw this ball because there is such a big core in it, but as you can see, even when it's not perfect, it's still got a pretty good chance. But I really like this one. You know, everybody knew that I liked the One Remix a lot. So when this one came out, I was super pumped. And actually, this is my second one that I've drilled, and it's even better than my first one. I can't put it down. Can't put it down.
All right, so now you guys wonder what could possibly be my number one ball. Well, my number one ball is the Ebonite GB5. Why do you ask? Well, one, symmetric, benchmark type ball, mid-price ball. Ideally, it's because of the pin down. It's smoother through the front, rounder on the back. I love that shape, especially when the patterns are short and I can throw at it and it'll bounce off and slow down. But as benchmark as this ball is, it's gotten me out of a lot of trouble when I need to get straighter through the middle. So ideally what we want to do is keep this one in the middle of the lane. So as you can see, I got that a little bit right, but you can punch that off for me. I didn't like that one very much, but then again, like everybody says, I don't like every shot, but maybe one of these days I'll explain why people seem to think that. All right, frame two. See if we can get this one shaped the right way. So the thing about symmetric balls, they seem to always be one of my favorites because it's very predictable and more user-friendly. Well, that one was good. That one was good. Whew. That was pretty good. Actually, that's a bad shot. Ring 10. But like I said, for me, symmetric always seems to be that favorite ball. And I think the only reason why the Stealth Hybrid didn't move up to number 2 or number 1, it's a little bit newer. But the GB5 was always going to be one of my saving graces.
All right, guys, that brings us to number 1. So I don't want to, copy and paste, but since the guest gets to go first, Dino got to show that the GB5 was also his number 1. But you just saw it. This ball is fantastic. It's been my absolute go-to the whole season. Came out right at the beginning of the year, and it was awesome for me on tour. Just super predictable, super round. Like when you think benchmark ball, all I hear is GB5. Boom! Like it's insane. It's so predictable. that's about all I got. I call that one maxed out. That's it, that's the ball. GB5, number one, benchmark, super solid, super smooth. So those are the top 5 balls. What are your top 5 balls of 2024? Put in the comments down below. All right, guys, we just wrapped up here. So you saw my top 5 balls of 2024. We saw Dino's top 5 balls of 2024. What do you have to say in conclusion? You know, how would you wrap this up?
I think, you know, as different bowlers that we are, we generally have pretty close to the same 5. Where you're a Vaporize, you know, I'm more of a One Pearl and an effect. So I think we're ideally pretty close to
yeah,
ball to ball.
definitely.
I don't normally use urethane. Urethane's not my thing, so that would never be in my top 5. But that's not to say that it wouldn't be in your top 5. So depending on the rev rate, depending on the patterns, depending on, you know, who you bowl with, I think that we're pretty close to the top 5s. And of those 10 balls, you're not going to go wrong.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Just, I mean, on top of that, like I said, right, obviously GB5s, you know, super controllable benchmark shapes, effect tours, the new ball that's going to be similar, but with enough asymmetric kick to be different. And then you have the effects, you have the One Reverb. So we got those shiny asymmetric balls that just hit the friction, really kick off it, but they don't go wrong after that. Sometimes they get forward, right? Or they keep going too sideways, but they seem to be sharp and then the right shape. Like the roll phases seem so good on those kinds of balls that we have right now. The HK22C definitely seems to be matching up on those covers too, or those cores. So,
well, thank you guys. Thank you, AJ.
Absolutely.
Thank you for having me over, guys. Look for us on the PBA tour. Look for him. Just look for my pretty face, making him strike. Yeah. We'll get it together. Yeah. We're gonna get him home.
Yep. Every time I miss in 2025, it's going to be his fault. No, just kidding. Just kidding. So thanks, guys. Make sure you comment, like, and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.